You know, the amazing thing is that wherever you walk at AMG, there's always the odd little reminder that you've been fairly successful at developing racing cars.
That's right, Tiff. Over the past 3 decades, AMG have won a fabulous collection of trophies, beginning in 1971 with a first in class in the Spa 24-hour race. The years between 1986 and 1993 saw AMG winning no less than 50 races with the Mercedes 190E. 1994 to 1996 continued the success with 32 wins for the AMG C-Class. And in 1998, they secured the FIA GT World Championship in the CLK GTR. In 2000, Bernd Schneider and AMG won both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship in the DTM with 8 victories out of 16 races. The team repeated their achievement in 2001, with Schneider becoming the first driver in history to win the coveted trophy twice in a row. Even more remarkable was that 6 out of the top 10 cars were Mercedes AMG.
And when it comes to Formula One, not only do Mercedes engines power the McLaren Grand Prix cars, but if there are any problems, it's an SL55 AMG that heads the field. Well, this is certainly pretty impressive.
Well, this is the newest facility where HWA produce our latest generation of racing cars. You may remember some of these.
Yeah, some of them bring back memories. Now, Martin, there's no doubt that motorsport success is good for company prestige, but a modern-day racing car is pretty far removed from anything you're going to find on the roads.
That's true. Well, a lot of what the Mercedes and AMG engineers learn about high performance comes from their success on the racetrack.
So that's true, motorsport does still improve the breed.
It does indeed.
So, Tiff, to recap on the recipe, take one very special hand-built engine, add some spice, and whip to a frenzy. Combine it with some other hot ingredients, and then, for the filling, some special detailed touches. Finally, polish to a dazzling shine, and the result is...
mouth-watering. So that's what AMG do. But to find out how much substance lies beneath the style, you just got to drive the cars. And this is a joy to drive, with the beautiful free-revving 3.2-litre V6 powering away under the bonnet. Steering that gives you that right amount of feel, it's sensitive to the touch. And even with the ESP switched off for this circuit driving, there's plenty of grip and neutral handling. And this isn't even an AMG car. It's a standard C320. Before driving the AMG version, I wanted to reacquaint myself with the C-Class and its normal guise. So now, let's see what the AMG C32 has to offer. Well, of course, it's also got a 3.2-litre V6 under the bonnet, but now it's a completely different engine, hand-built at AMG, and of course, with a supercharger helping it to produce an extra 136 horsepower. we've now got a C-Class Merc with 354 horsepower, which will get to 60 in 5.2 seconds. And that's 2.5 seconds quicker than the C320. And of course, the suspension's been tweaked with stiffer damping and springing, so it goes round corners quicker as well. There's also a speed shift gearbox, which when you decelerate is always ready to be in exactly the right gear when you re-accelerate, so you don't waste any time. Then there are the neat styling touches, not just the body kit or those special 17-inch rims, but the change in the dashboard, the gear knob and the upgraded Nappa leather seats. So that's the C32. What about the SLK32? Well, it's exactly the same story, but now I can have all that performance with either the roof up or the roof down. And again, with the ESP switched off and the Pembrey racing circuit all to myself, I can have them all. With performance like that, it's hardly surprising that more and more people are saying, I want an AMG.
They certainly are, Tiff. AMG had an outstandingly successful year 2000, selling more than 11,500 cars. This figure is not just a new record in the history of the company, it also more than doubles sales of the previous year. 2001 saw sales of over 15,000 overall, with around 500 of those being sold in the UK. In itself, a record.
This ML55 AMG is the flagship model in Mercedes' highly successful M-Class. With its AMG hand-built V8 power plant, its high-grade specification, its attractive body styling elements, it stands out even further from the competition in this class and sets new standards in the category. The 5.5-litre engine produces 347 horsepower with 510 Newton-meters of torque, and this will enable it to get to 62 in an incredible 6.8 seconds. And it has got a maximum speed capability of 146 miles an hour. And with ESP working in conjunction with the intelligent 4ETS four-wheel drive system, it's just as good off-road as it is on. But the amazing thing is that on these twisty country roads, it feels more like a sports saloon than a sports utility vehicle. But perhaps the most desirable AMG car of all is this simply wonderful CL55. AMG version beautifully complements the existing CL lineup. Its 5.5-litre hand-built V8 produces over 50 horsepower more than the 500s and nearly as much as the V12 600, whilst its punchy power delivery makes it the quickest of them all to 60, and its special exhaust system makes it sound as good as it feels.